give you a little overview here and show you exactly what the what this iCade 61 Bartop arcade machine is that I actually built in my workshop. Okay. Now this is a machine that's designed. This is a machine that's basically designed to fit on a bar top. As you can see, the actual profile of the machine and everything now has this control panel and everything, just like I have on my arcade machines. The only difference is it's a bar top unit, and the other thing too is it has the screens mounted. The screens basically mounted up and down. If you look at my Namco reunion cabinet that I have here, the screen in this is also mounted up and down. Instead of being flat like you normally would have if you had it on a table, the screen's mounted the other direction, up and down, to be able to give you the perspective and everything that Pac-Man and things needs as well. Now, to put this in perspective, if you check out videos I have on my channel of my Pandora's box actually has a monitor mounted the way you normally would have the monitor mounted. It's not reversed. It's not tilted on its end. The iCade actually has a monitor tilted on its end, and that's actually how it's actually designed to run. The iCade board that I have in this is designed to only run with games mounted with the screen in this orientation. That's one thing to keep in mind on this. It's not designed to have games running on the flat. It's designed to have games with the monitor up and down like you see here. Let me go ahead and show you what the construction and everything looks like. Now, you're going to notice there's a lot of similarities between the construction of the Pandora's box arcade machine. If you go to Pandora's box videos and look under Pandora's box video, you actually can see how I built this Pandora's box arcade machine here as well in my workshop. This has a lot of similarities to that one as far as the way it's constructed. Okay, now let me go ahead and show you exactly how it's constructed so you can actually see how it works. Okay, in the back of the arcade machine, we actually have several things here that make this machine actually work. We have a switching power supply in the back here. Okay. We have two speakers. These are Logitech speakers that are either end, come out either side on either end, and we have a power strip that's in here as well. Now inside here there's actually an iCade board I'm actually going to show you. Now the monitor is actually mounted, as you can see, it's actually mounted up and down, and there's actually a mounting bracket in here that's just like if you mount it to a wall. It actually mounts to a frame here, and then that actually mounts inside the cabinet through bolts and things here as well. As you can see, this cabinet's very, very well built. Now you're probably wondering, why does this cabinet have wheels on it? Well, believe it or not, this cabinet's actually designed to be portable. You can actually use this when I go places. There's actually a handle that hooks into here, and I can actually take this on trips with me and use this as a luggage carrier and actually be able to take my arcade games with me on the go, which I've actually done using this setup here that I have. Okay, now you're going to see there's actual outputs here for the speakers on the left and right, same as the Pandora's box. Now what you're going to notice is, you're going to notice that the construction and everything is very similar to the Pandora's box. Everything on this cabinet is bolted together. This cabinet is built to, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, everything's bolted together. This cabinet is absolutely built to last. It has handles in the top and bottom, just like the other cabinet, and it has bolts and everything to hold it together. There's actually clamps underneath it. There's metal brackets that hold this together. This cabinet is rock strong, is rock solid, just like the other cabinet that I have, just like the Pandora's box. Okay, as you can see here now, everything here now is very similar to what I had on the other one. There's also a lifting handle on the front as well, so you can lift this up in the front if you need to. Okay, now here you're going to see the screen and everything it's just very similar to the other one. Only difference is it's mounted up and down. This also has quarter inch glass, just like the other one has. I actually had a place called River Glass Designs cut this glass for me, and they make all the glass that I run in my cabinets. Now this is actually running an AOC 17-inch monitor is what I'm actually running in here. This may actually be a 19-inch. I don't quite remember the size, but it does very, very well with these screens here. Now let me go ahead and show you exactly what actually powers this. Okay, I'm going to go and put the camera on the tripod so I can actually show you. Now, button configuration wise, this actually has a one-player button here. It's got a credit button here. It's got three. Basically, on this machine, it's got fire buttons over here, and it's got fire buttons over here. And then this red button right here is designed to put it into test mode. And then there's also another test button up here. This is used when you go into test mode. Basically, these buttons here, these three here, are designed when you go into test mode here. And then this is just an extra fire button. So there's 1, 2, 3 fire buttons. The iCade works with 3 buttons, the one that I have. So there's 1, 2, 3. And then this is going to be designed for when you're in service mode to access the service menus. These here, and then this one down here as well. Okay, and this yellow one's to put credits on the machine. Now, you can have this iCade board can be put in free play if you wanted to. I prefer to have it not on free play because the thing with my board is if you have it on free play, it'll keep playing music over and over and over again until you actually play a game. So as you can see, I don't actually have it on free play. But let me go ahead and show you what the iCade board and everything looks like inside the machine as well. Let me go ahead and put the camera on the tripod here, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, we'll go ahead and open it up here, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. Now, as you're going to see, this has the same construction that my other cabinet has. If you need to work on this, you can actually lift the control panel right out of the machine. Okay? Now, as you can see here, now I'm going to show you what it looks like underneath. To service the machine, just like the other one, if you need to service the machine, you can actually, if you can see here on the video, you can actually lift the control panel out, just like this, and then you can actually flip it over on its back, like this, to actually be able to actually service this. If you have to fix something, you can actually get in here to fix it. Now, this is currently running, this particular machine is running the X-Arcade buttons that I have in here. It's also running a Seimitsu LS32 joystick that I use on all my arcade machines, okay? Now, inside powering all this actually inside here, this unit in here, let me go ahead and move the camera so you can see a little bit better. That unit right in there, okay, let me move this over here so you can see this. Okay, this is the actual iCade board that's actually inside here. Now let me go ahead and move the camera over here so I can show you something how this is hooked up. Okay, inside here, this is the actual iCade board itself. Now, as you can see here, there's actual settings here. This actually uses a standard JAMA harness that you can get. This is a standard JAMA harness, and this is actually the iCade board and everything in here as well. That actually runs all the games. It actually has the videos provided through a VGA jack right here that actually feeds the video out. The audio actually comes out through a jack here that actually goes out to the speakers that I have in behind the machine as well. So as you can see, this is an iCade board. Now, the other part, the reason this is taped up is this is for a 2-player. I'm not using 2-player, so I didn't need to use any of these for this. Now, I think with the iCade you can hook a second player into it, but I only ever use 1 player on this because this was just designed basically for me for the most part to play. So I don't actually have any 2-player controls hooked into this machine, but I just wanted to show you what the iCade board actually looks like. Okay. Now let me go ahead and put it back together, and I'll go ahead and show you a couple things on the game menus as well, so you'll know how you navigate when you want to pick out a game. So I wanted to say, I hope everybody's been having a good day so far. We've been having some winter weather here in Maryland right now. They're expecting maybe 2 inches of snow. I'm not sure if we're going to get that, but they say we may be getting some. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this back in. Okay, we got that back together. Now let me go ahead and show you how the game menus are actually set up. And then, like I said, what I'm going to do then is I'm actually going to have some gameplay and things as well in some of the upcoming videos and things. In addition, I'm also going to show you how you set up games in this as well. Okay, so let me turn off the lights just so I can show you how the menus are set up. Okay. Get this at a good angle for you. Okay, now the way the iCade works is when you put a credit in, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to insert a credit. That's the music I was telling you about. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here so you can see the screen a little bit better here. Okay. All right, get a good angle for you here. Okay, these are the actual pages that the iCade has. Now, unlike Pandora's Box, the iCade does things a little bit differently. It actually has the games organized under different pages, as you can see here. Like there's Pac-Man, there's Miss Pac-Man. Now, some of the games this cabinet has, it has this The iCade 61 has some really, really great games. I'm going to go ahead and read off the games that I currently have running on this as well. Okay, I have missed page 1 through 9. There's 9 pages of games on here, and each page on here has 6 games that I have it set up with. Okay, there's Miss Pac-Man, there's Galaga, there's Frogger, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3, Galaxian, Dig Dug, Crush Roller, Mr. Do, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Galaga 3, Gyrus, Tank Battalion, 1942, Ladybug, Burger Time, Mappy, Junior Pac-Man, Pango, Phoenix, Time Pilot, Super Cobra, Hustler, Space Panic, New Rally X, Kicks, Juno First, Xevious, Mr. Do's Castle, Moon Cresta, Pinball Action, Scramble, Super Pac-Man, Bomb Jack, Shale Lens Road, King and Balloon, 1943, Van Car, Pac-Man Plus, Dig Dug 2, Amadar, Zaxxon, Pooyan, Pleads, Gunsmoke, The End, 1943 Ka, Congo Bongo, and Jumping Jack. And then we go back to page 1. Now, there's some of the games on here are actually high speed and low speed. For example, there's Pac-Man's. There's a Pac-Man that's fast speed and low speed. The fast speed counts as another game. So you'll see things like where it'll say like Miss Pac-Man 2. That means that that's actually the same Miss Pac-Man, but it's just on fast speed. I actually was able to set fast speed based on the game settings I have, so I don't actually have to have those activated on the menu. Okay. Now let me go ahead and show you how the system actually boots up. Okay. And then what we'll do next is when you go to some of the other videos, I'm actually going to show you some actual gameplay videos as well on here as well. This is just showing you how I actually have this, how I actually built this, and how the menus and everything work. Okay. So let me go ahead and turn this off, and I'm going to show you what happens when you power this on. Okay, when you first power the machine up, what it's going to do is it's actually going to set up all the games that it has in here. It's going to set up all the games that it have in here. As you're going to see, it's going to say finalizing, system initialization. What that's going to do is that's actually going to get all the games that you have set up in here to run. It's actually going to go ahead and set them all up in the beginning. Now, you don't have to reset the games every single time as far as the setting goes. It remembers what they have. You also can have the high score saved. Now, the only thing is on this system, it doesn't save the initials. It does save high scores, but not the initials when you turn the power off. But as you can see here, there's a countdown. This is initializing all the games that I currently have set. Now, the fewer games you have activated to run, the faster this will boot up. Now, I think I have 50 games on here right now, currently running right now. As you can see, it's doing a count up. Okay, unlike Pandora's Box basically comes up right away. This takes about a minute to come up from the time you power it on. Now you're going to see it's going to say finalizing, and now you're actually going to see the screen come up, and basically now you're going to be ready. You're going to be ready to do your gameplay. As you can see now, the main screen came up, and there's all your games. Okay, so as you can see, it's got a lot of really cool features on it too. Now I'm going to have videos. Remember, if you go to the iCade 60-in-1 video, I'm actually going to have other videos on here as well. I'm going to have a video that shows you how to set things up on here as well, and we're also going to have some gameplay videos as well. Okay, I want to thank you for tuning in to the Kurt's Place channel here, and I hope that you all have a really great day. And also, good luck on your next project, and also good luck with your high game scores as well. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.